Hello YouTube, I am Natanis, and today there's something that's kind of been on my mind a little bit, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I've got all my Tennessee gear on, go Vols. Uh, about a week, 2 weeks ago, I had an interview for the first time in like forever, and it was for a company that is kind of a startup company, and not really an actual job offer, more like an opportunity to start doing a different type of streaming, a different type of content creation. Um, it sounds like a good opportunity and everything, but unfortunately, because of my life circumstances, there's no way I'd be able to do it. Uh, but that's not what was on my mind. What was on my mind is they were asking for a little bit of help and everything, and this is an open opportunity. You can come and try it out if you want, and then we'll see from there. But the thing that I noticed was their logo and some of their design of their website and everything was just absolutely horrid, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I get it, it's a startup company and everything. You don't have all the resources and everything. You're just having somebody slap stuff together that works for now. And I've mentioned it before where I do have a background in graphic design. Now, I've never been able to find work in the field simply because I don't have a degree, which causes a huge headache. So anybody out there that has argued with me in the past that you don't need a degree, BS. You need a degree for just about anything these days. In fact, it's starting to get that way with content creation. But anyway, so what does that have to do with this company? Well, it was something that I've been thinking about, and I wanted to suggest to them, but I never got a reply from my initial one, so whatever. And that is, when you are designing your logos and everything, there's a few no-nos, a few things you shouldn't do, and then there's some good practices, things that you should know. And the first and foremost is colors and how they interact with a person's eyes. The most dangerous color for a person is red. Red is the most destructive to your eyes out there. So if you're doing a design and you want, text on there, do not put the text in red. It doesn't matter what the background is. Do not have the text be red. That is the worst possible thing on a person's eyes you could do, is have text in red. Now, alongside that, we're going to get into some details in a minute, but alongside that is, do you go with a white background and black text, or a black background and white text? Which is actually easier on your eyes? Well, traditionally and around the world, we usually see white backgrounds with black text. This is also very bad on a person's eyes. You really should have a black background with white text on it. That is actually the easiest for a person's eyes to see. And we're going to get into a little bit of science behind that real quick. Why is that? Well, let's think about colors and how light gets absorbed. So black obviously absorbs all forms of light. So black absorbs it, it's not radiating it, it's not putting it back out for you to be able to see. White, on the other hand, is reflecting all light. All the colors are coming right back at you. And then obviously each individual color is reflecting those colors out back at you. So the easiest color for you to actually see that isn't black, that is the least harmful to your eyes, believe it or not, is actually green. Green is actually the best for your eyes. Blue, you would think that blue is, but blue light is actually harmful, just not as harmful as red. So green is actually the best for your eyesight. And then the worst is red, and blue is somewhere in the middle. Blue light is actually harmful, but it's not nearly as harmful as red light. As far as the black and white thing, well, that's because the black is going to absorb all the light. It's not going to reflect it. And white is going to reflect everything. So it's kind of like you trying to see a shadow of a person's hand in front of a spotlight, and you're like let's say 300 miles away. Yeah, your eyes are going to have a hard time adjusting to see that one blacked out area and try to read it in that massive white light that's being shined at you. So your eyes are really going to struggle to make that out. Now, if we go on the opposite end of that and we're at night and we're shining the spotlight, you're going to see that spotlight very easily compared to the blackness of the night around it. So yes, it actually is a lot better for you to see anything white on a black background. And then for red, I had a different analogy that I was going to do here. I was going to say something like, imagine white text on a black background being like a single hot dog. You can digest that very easily. It's very, very easy for you to take in. But if you're doing white text, white background with black text, then we're talking about like you trying to digest like 300 hot dogs all at once. Now, the difference with red light, actually take those 300 hot dogs and make them trillion Scoville spice. That's how bad that is for you. Could you even imagine eating one hot dog with a trillion Scovilles? That's just going to burn you.